We were doing research for this video and I found out I own the rarest Fortnite skin in the game. You've probably never heard of it because it actually never came to the item shop. Only about 100 people in the world have it and you're never going to be able to get it again. Today we're going over 15 things that are never happening in Fortnite again. A lot of people don't remember, but back in season 1 chapter 1, Epic hadn't put in an anti-cheat yet and there were some crazy hacks. I mean, these days you might see somebody flying across the map or have aimbot, but back then some of the hacks were a little bit more ridiculous. Some people were hacking and building anywhere, like you know how there's a building grid and you place builds in specific spots. Well, these hackers were able to place walls wherever they wanted, and it honestly looks ridiculous and hurts my head to even look at this. Thankfully, now that Epic has anti-cheat, these kind of hacks are never gonna happen, at least I hope not. But sometimes Epic would accidentally add hacks to the game themselves. We've all seen recent clips of people full auto shooting the DMR with no bloom, but being able to shoot a sniper with no bloom sounds pretty broken. Well, that's exactly what happened when Epic added the Storm Scout sniper. There was a glitch where you could get the gun early through the presence, and players found out that the Storm Scout actually had no bloom on no scope. Thankfully, Epic learns and will never make this mistake again. Now let's talk about a Fortnite record that will never happen again. If you guys don't remember, LaserBeam made a video where he tried to break the record for the longest Fortnite game by staying in the storm and healing with fish. So back in season 2 chapter 2, I decided to break that record and I was in a match for an hour and 17 minutes. And just a few seasons ago, fishing got an update and the X2 twins obliterated the record with a match lasting an hour and 53 minutes. Now here's the deal, heal-offs have always been a part of the game, but in a recent update, Epic made a big change by introducing storm sickness. This was a mechanic that made the storm do double the damage if you stayed in the storm too long, making these heal-off videos and records impossible to break. Some of you might remember that record, but what about the most kills by one player in a Fortnite match? That record goes to FaZe Sway, who in a solo squad dropped 69 eliminations back in chapter 2 season 4 when Fortnite had the Fortnitemares 2020 event. This is actually an event where if you got eliminated, you actually transformed into a zombie. Now this is definitely not a true solo squad, and even though it's a technicality, it's safe to say that no one will ever beat this record. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest, this one is definitely not something that will never happen again, but while we were doing some research for this video, we found out that Epic Games actually hosts their own in-house hockey tournaments, and they even let the employees stream them. The craziest part is Epic also made custom hockey jerseys that feature Llama and Peely on them. And if you guys ever need a sub for any sporting events, especially basketball, just hit me up. I would love to play against you guys. But let's get back to the most controversial skin in Fortnite. And this one is going to have to be in the Chapter 2 Season 2 Battle Pass. Fortnite actually introduced skins that could be leveled up the higher level you were throughout the season. You'd slowly turn more and more gold. But there was a huge controversy around the Golden Peely, because to get him fully leveled up, you had to get to level 300. That's 29.5 million XP. A lot of players were frustrated because they weren't able to level up the Peely skin. So ever since then, the skins that level up like that are way easier to unlock. So we'll probably never see a huge skin grind like that again. Speaking of skins, old Fortnite had a lot of bugs and we kind of forget about them because of all the nostalgia, but they actually released a skin in season 6 chapter 1 called Grill Sergeant in the item shop and quickly removed him from the item shop because he was completely invisible. Everything but his head was visible. So Epic removed the skin, fixed him as quickly as possible before bringing him back to the item shop. This one is an iconic item, a really, really loved item in OG Fortnite, and that's the guided missile launcher. The memes from this weapon were insane. The trick shots were out of this world, but this item has actually been completely removed from the game. And I'm not talking about vaulted. The files are completely gone, completely deleted, and we'll never see this item again, at least not in its original form. But how about Epic Games' most powerful OP pay to win skin of all time? I'm not talking about the superhero skins or the toy soldiers. It was the skin with 4 arms, and the skin actually gave you a bonus XP while you were using it. And what made it completely pay to win is you would actually start every match with big potions and a gold RPG. And as soon as people saw the news feed about this skin, if you click the check it out tab, it actually took you to the never give you up emote in the shop. That's right, Epic actually rickrolled the entire community with this fake pay to win skin in the news feed. But honestly, I absolutely love this. Now, when season 6 chapter 2 dropped, we got the introduction of crafting. You were able to craft a ton of new items, and there was makeshift weapons that you could turn into either primal weapons or normal weapons. And Fortnite started to become a little bit more like Minecraft. People thought this was going to completely change the game, but as season 6 progressed, people started to shift their opinion about the crafting, and people didn't really like having to craft their loot. Epic noticed this big time and completely removed the crafting after season 6. Epic tried to reintroduce crafting a little bit in season 8, but even then it really wasn't working, and it's been gone ever since. Now, this one's kind of strange. Did you know that there were multiple people who could win a victory royale in a single match? This is what was happening in China's version of Fortnite. If you get a lot of kills, the game would actually give you a message, giving you the option to leave the match and walk away with the victory royale. I'm assuming this was a way to prevent sweaty players from stopping new players from getting a victory royale, and it was just making the game a little bit more casual. Now, the thing is, the China version of Fortnite has been completely shut down, so something like this is never going to happen again. Now, a lot of you people probably don't remember the story of Fortnite's forgotten arena modes. Back in chapter 2, Epic were experimenting with a lot of different competitive playlists. They had an arena box fight mode, but almost no one remembers the arena free-for-all. Pros were really excited to try this out, and honestly, I was too, but it didn't really click. I think overall, the arena creative modes just didn't have a lot of weight to them, and Epic pretty much removed the arena creative concepts. Now, if you guys didn't know, Fresh's iconic skin REFLEX was actually a collaboration with Nvidia. It was only obtainable if you bought the new Nvidia cards, until it actually released in the item shop for 1,200 V-Bucks. Apparently, it was a little bit vague over whether this was a exclusive collab or not, and some people were pretty upset because they went and bought a graphics card and felt like, you know, the skin was exclusive to the graphics card when it was going to be in the shop for 1,200 V-Bucks. Thankfully, Epic gave an extra edit style to those people, and it hasn't released in the shop again, even when Fresh got his locker bundle. And that wasn't the only item shop mistake. People found an infinite V-Bucks glitch with the item shop when the Among Us backblings came into the shop. Epic ran a promotion where if you bought Among Us on the Epic Game Store, you could get the backbling for free. But here's the thing. If you already had the backbling and you bought Among Us, you would actually get free V-Bucks instead, except Epic forgot one thing. You could buy Among Us on the Epic Game Store more than once. So players were able to buy millions of V-Bucks at a fraction of the cost, and Epic didn't ban anyone for this, but they definitely learned a lesson. And now for the rarest Fortnite skin in the game that will never release again. If you guys didn't know, there's a way to track which skins are the most popular. Aura has been first for a long time, and shout out to everybody running the Manic skin, keeping us at number 14 for the most popular skins in the game. But it also finds the least used skins in Fortnite, and some of these might be because they're rare, or they're just ugly skins that nobody wants to buy. But a lot of the times it's because they're actually extremely exclusive. And I have the most exclusive skin in the game, and probably less than 100 people in the world have this. Introducing, ladies and gentlemen, the Sideline Commander. Let me explain. In 2018, Fortnite did one of their first collaborations with the NFL, and they released 2 referee skins along with it, the Whistle Warrior and Striped Soldier. Then in 2020, they released the new updated version of the NFL skins, the Gridiron Gang set. Now, here's the thing. They also had planned to release 2 new versions of the referee skins. I was one of the lucky few to get the Gridiron Gang set early. So I have these referee skins, but Fortnite thought that these new referee skins were a little bit too similar to the old referee skins and changed their minds about releasing them. So they never even made it to the item shop. If you enjoyed this video, hit a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.